Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by. Today I'm excited to introduce a powerful new book that uncovers one of the darkest and most overlooked chapters in human history. It's called The Human Zoo, and it takes you deep into a time when people were put on display in exhibitions across Europe and America, treated not as human beings, but as curiosities for public entertainment. This book explores how colonial powers used these so-called human zoos to justify racism, spread dangerous stereotypes, and push a narrative of superiority that shaped the modern world. It's a story of injustice, of forgotten lives, and of the struggle for dignity. So let's dive into the introduction and begin this important journey together. In 2011, an exhibition in Paris titled The Invention of the Savage cast a powerful spotlight on one of the most overlooked and disturbing chapters in modern history, the era of human zoos. These public spectacles, which were widespread across Europe and the United States during the height of colonialism, involved the display of indigenous people, often taken from Africa, Asia, and the Americas, in carefully constructed environments that mimicked their homelands. The settings were often exoticized, distorted, and intentionally staged to portray these communities as primitive, uncivilized, and fundamentally different from Western society. The exhibition was spearheaded by Lilian Thuram, a former professional footballer turned social activist, who had launched a foundation in 2008 focused on combating racism and promoting equality. His goal in organizing this event was to confront the public with a forgotten truth, that many of the so-called scientific, educational, and cultural exhibitions of the past were in fact deeply racist performances designed to validate the myths of European superiority. By reviving the conversation around human zoos, Thuram sought to dismantle the harmful narratives that persisted in Western consciousness and to illuminate how these spectacles were used to justify conquest, subjugation, and systemic discrimination. The introduction of the book takes the reader into this haunting historical reality, setting the stage for a broader exploration of how the dehumanization of entire peoples was not only accepted but encouraged in the name of science, progress, and empire. It underscores how these displays were not isolated acts of ignorance or cruelty, but rather integral components of a larger propaganda machine. This machine aimed to entrench ideas of racial hierarchy, cultural dominance, and imperial destiny in the minds of millions. By revisiting the exhibition and its implications, the book invites readers to reflect on the long shadows of colonialism, the construction of racial myths, and the importance of remembering forgotten victims. The legacy of human zoos, as revealed in this introduction, continues to affect global discussions on race, history, and human dignity. The story begins here, with the recognition that before justice and healing can occur, we must first confront the truth. Thanks for watching. If the story speaks to you, don't forget to share it with others. See you next time.